Some of it was very productive, it was very positive, it was a very useful discussion. It focused on what we in Scotland should be seeking to persuade the UK government to do to improve its own response to this humanitarian crisis, but also secondly and very importantly looking at what we in Scotland should be doing to play our part in that response. We need to make sure that we are prepared and contributing fully to the need to accept refugees that are fleeing some of the most dreadful conditions imaginable. Well, one practical thing that came out of the meeting is that we will establish an operational task force which the Minister for External Affairs will convene, and that will bring together councils, other agencies in Scotland to make sure at a very practical and detailed level we are assessing the capacity and capability to welcome refugees here to Scotland and make sure the right support services are in place. So that's one of the key decisions and action points that came out of the meeting earlier. Well, I think it is important to hear from people who have already come here seeking asylum and who are now in many cases refugees for two reasons. Firstly, to hear their experiences of what was done right and what could be done better. But also secondly, and I think this is really important, to remind all of us as we watch all of these pictures on our television screens that what we're dealing with here are human beings, just like us. And we're lucky to live in a relatively wealthy country, not without its problems and challenges, but nothing compared to the conditions in some of the countries that people are fleeing. And if we all remember that we're all human beings, and if every country across Europe comes together to present a collective response to this, then we've got a chance of providing a response that matches the scale of the humanitarian crisis that we're witnessing.